Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial. In this video I'll be showing a looting route that you can take to get geared in DayZ standalone. On top of that I'll be showcasing which buildings are the best to loot because there's a pretty high variety of loot spawns in buildings. And that way you won't waste time looting our important buildings. And as a new player, you may struggle with callouts that other content creators use in their videos, so I'm also going to be covering the different callouts for buildings. Today, we'll be covering a pretty long loot route that is very effective, but at the same time, can also be dangerous. Before we start though, we have to ask ourselves at what point the looting route is over. Technically, I can show you a route across the whole map, where you end up at the starting point again with a ghillie suit and an SVD ready to kill fresh bonds. So, when exactly is the route over? Maybe we should set a specific point on the map, and I think that's a great idea. Our ending location will be DayZ. So in this looting route, I'll be preparing you for the end game at DayZ. You'll have plenty of guns, ammunition and food, ready to die again and do it all over. Hell yeah! But without further ado, let's get straight to the video. In the second episode of this series, we'll be taking a look at a looting route that I used a lot back in the alpha days, and even to this day, it holds the spot for being one of the best roads that you can take. The road goes along the west side of the map, so you should get a spawn as close to Cherno as you can. This route is perfect for the people that want to explore the map, build a base or get PvP. The west side of Chernaris is by far the most beautiful one and has a lot of great spots to build your base. Such as this single mustache house located here on the map. Since we're also covering the different names for buildings, this house is called Mustache House because of the wooden bar on the top that looks like a mustache. However, for the people that are looking for PvP, this route is also perfect because we'll be going through a lot of military areas. As I mentioned before, you want to get a spawn as close to Cherno as you can. Once you are in Cherno, I suggest you loot the entire town, mainly for food and other useful supplies such as ammunition and shotguns. The important part in Cherno that a lot of people don't loot is the theme park here. The theme park is a great way to get ammunition out of these wooden shops. The theme park is located close to this broken down hotel. You'll find a crashed plane next to it. From there, you can see it. You also have a water pump nearby, it's on the way to the theme park. Once you're done looting Cherno, it's time to head west along the main road. If you're struggling to find the main road or you have no idea where west is, you can do that by keeping the water on your left side when walking. There is the statue of a tank here that you can't miss. When following the main road, you'll hit a gas station compound that you can loot along your way, and after 2 more minutes of walking you'll see an airfield. This is below the airfield. Feel free to loot the entire airstrip. There's not much loot anyway. But watch out, there's a good chance that you'll meet someone here that may has a gun already. Once you're done looting the airstrip, you can follow this dirt path that leads directly to the main road. You are now entering below the town, and again, you want to loot every single building here for ammunition, food and other supplies. Keep in mind you're close to an airfield, there's still a good chance someone may be watching you. Important buildings in town are this red stilted, because it has a good chance of spawning food and rifles, the pink roof building, it can spawn guns in the back bedroom, the log cabin, it spawns food and ammunition and guns, and don't forget the cafe building, it also spawns food and guns. Once you're done looting, you want to continue following the same road until you hit these 2 buildings. One is a mustache house and the other one is a brown attic house because it has the second store up there, the attic. You even have a police car spawn here, in which you can find lower tier SMGs, pistols and ammunition. If you follow the road, you'll come across another town called Komarovo. The first buildings of town are a brown elevator house or a brown stilted. That's the callout our team uses, elevator or stilted house because of the staircase on its side. You also have a beige house, a cafe building, a double green and a double brown building on the road. And again, while you're here, you may want to loot every building. In this town you have a higher chance of finding a Mosin and such other weapons. You even have a police station at the end of town, and if you're lucky, you can get an anti-stab vest out of it. That absorbs 1 M4 bullet and may save your life. If you now keep following the road, you can see Prison Island in the distance. Prison Island is a great spot to loot. You have civilian barracks that spawn guns, clothing and ammunition, and you have the prison building itself that spawns all kinds of other stuff. There is an old barrack in the backyard of the prison, definitely worth checking out. The latest 1.10 DayZ patch made it way easier getting to Prison Island. Before 1.10 you had to swim all the way across to do it, which resulted in you almost freezing to death. Now you have these small islands that you can get on, and that way you don't have to swim the whole way. I still suggest that you make a fire once you're across. If your character is freezing, he will lose his nutrition faster and gets hungry. After you're done looting the island, you want to get back from where we came from and continue following the road with the water on your left. The next town is called Kamenka. It's a pretty small town that you can loot for more supplies. There's usually not many people here, so there's a good chance that no one looted the town. In this town you want to loot all the stilted buildings, the cafe, the pink roof, do not forget the orange brick, it has a high chance of spawning weapons, the hunting shop for food, but it also has a really good chance of spawning scopes, and the granny house is good for ammunition and pistols in a back bedroom. Now we could go up this road to Pavlov Military, but we won't do that yet. Before going to Pavlov Military, we want to continue following the main road past this gas station with the supermarket next to it until you hit this military checkpoint with all the broken down cars. Loot all the cars for food and the military for guns, clothing and vests. Watch out though to your north, that no one is sitting in a forest trying to snipe you. We then want to get back to Kamenka, so simply take the road back to the previous town. The water needs to be on your right to do that. Once you're back in Kamenka, you want to take the road that goes up the hill next to this orange brick building. You want to follow this road for about 5 minutes and you will see the fence and a green tower. This means you arrived in Pavlov Military. Watch out here, there's a good chance someone is still looting the compound at this very moment. Pavlovo is split into two parts, one upper part and one lower part. When entering from the fence, you'll most likely come out at the lower part. Loot everything here, but always stay cautious. You then take the road uphill and loot the upper part of the compound, also all the sheds. Once you're done looting, you walk out of the compound through this fence. If you continue to walk, you'll come across this open field and you will see a church in the distance. That means you can see Pavlovo town. Walk to the church and loot the entire town. You want to leave the town via this road. Follow it and you'll find another single brown attic building on your left side. If you continue this road, you will come into Zlanogosk. Zlanogosk is a very dangerous town and a PvP hotspot. There's a very high chance of other people being here, so it's up to you if you want to loot the town. I usually never loot Zlano for the reason that the town is probably completely looted and it's simply too big for me and takes too long to loot. However, if you're looking for base building supplies, this is the town to do it. There's a lot of sheds and industrials in which you can find whatever you need. I always loot the military compound only here. This is also the first compound on your left that you find when entering the town from Pavlovo's side. Once you're done with the military compound, you have military containers here on the back side behind the prison. Loot them, you won't regret it. And never skip these red brick buildings, they can spawn guns, vests, car parts, base building supplies, ammunition and much more. Behind the containers you can see the train station. And beyond that you can see these little green bus stops. Now these are very important. They spawn a lot of food and ammunition, but also vests such as press vests, so don't skip them. Once you're done looting you want to go right if you're facing a train station from the bus depots. Follow the road until you hit these train tracks. Loot the green guardhouse here while you're at it. What now follows is a good 8 to 10 minute walk. You want to run along these train tracks for quite some time now. Be aware of wolves and bears spawning inside the forest, so listen for them and either kill them for food or avoid them. Depending on the weather you can see this white dam and an orange brick building. Go down to the orange brick and cross over the dam to the other side. Follow this road until you hit this big sign. Down the hill from there you have a summer camp. Loot every single building here. These buildings are by far the best to get scopes for your guns. They also spawn a lot of food, Mosin rounds, 308 rounds, buckshot and more. Once you're done looting, you want to cross over the water from the hunting building to the other side. Go up the hill until you hit the train tracks again. Follow the train tracks for about 3 minutes and you will see this pile of dead zombies on your right side. We are now beneath Meshkino Military. Watch out for the hills that no one is trying to snipe you. From the pile of dead zombies you just need to go up the hill and shortly after find these tents. Loot the compound and return from where you came from back to the railroad. Things are getting tricky now, so pay attention. Make sure you're back at the place of the dead zombies. It will most likely be on your left side when coming to the railroad. From there, look to the hill across and start running towards it. Down your current hill, through the river and up the hill until you hit a dirt path. You should see this chicken stand here. From this T-split, take a right and stay on this dirt path. After walking for 6 to 7 minutes-ish, you will see that the dirt path goes up the hill to the left. We don't want to go up the hill, but instead follow its current path straight. Another T-split follows 30 seconds after. Go take a left path here. Keep following it and you'll come across this river after 5 minutes. And after 8 minutes to another T-split. Take the left one here and continue to follow the dirt path. Another T-split follows 30 seconds after. You don't want to go left, go straight. The dirt path will eventually go up the hill and you will come across this railroad. Cross over it and follow the path. You directly come out at a main road with a lot of broken down cars. You are now at a Westevac. Westevac is not a common spot. Sometimes you'll find players here, but usually not. Loot all the cars and tents here. Follow the road with the tents on your right side and continue to loot the cars until the very end. Now prepare for a pretty long walk. You need to follow this road for about 10 minutes. Watch out for wolves in the area as well. Simply follow the road out of the forest until you hit this T-split at the end. Take a left and follow this road instead. It will bring you to another summer camp that you can loot and also a hospital. Once you're done looting, on the end of this road here you can see a town in the distance, depending on the weather. Cross over the field towards it. This town is called Zlanogosk. Feel free to loot the town. This is also a really good base location spot. Once you're done, you want to come back to this water pump and small church hut. Take the side road and follow it. You will pass this industrial compound, good for baseballing supplies, and this barn. Next to the barn you will see another road. Take a left and follow this road. This road will bring you directly into DayZ Military, which is our ending location for this video. From here, you have more than enough guns, ammunition, food and other supplies. Our journey ends here. However, this is the point where your journey just begins. I hope you liked this loot route as much as I do. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. A lot of work goes into these guides. I wish you all the best of luck on your journey here, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Take care everyone.